I get discouraged sometimes, and it only makes me pray more. When I feel down and sad, and I feel discouraged, and I feel like I am not sure how I am going to get through something, I look up and pray for inner strength and acceptance from God. This life has never been perfect, and life has always been the mixture of good and evil, and life has always been something that is random, and something we could never depend on consistently for one thing or another, and there has always been something to make our life complicated. I've experienced many problems in life, and some problems I created myself, and some problems were created because others chose to be a problem. I still seek God for inner spiritual strength, and I still believe that God gives us internal spiritual strength, even on the days I do not feel spiritually strong. I believe that this life demands that we move forward, whether we are discouraged or not, and whether we feel strong enough or not. Life will always place its demands on us. I know that through the madness and the insanity that I faced, and the discouragement and the depression and the anxiety that I faced, I knew that I needed to find God and reconnect with the spiritual strength to overcome the darkness and to continue forward down a path that would help me to have the spiritual strength it takes to make it through this life. I understand the complications of this existence, and how every emotional change can affect my mood and my feelings about life. And I understand how the brain can have thoughts that I do not want, and how my mind and my emotions can work for me, and sometimes my mind and emotions can work against me. I never give up hope, even in the greatest forms of diversity, because the lack of hope does not make my life better, and giving up does not make my life better, and stopping does not make my life better, and do not make how I feel and think better. But I also know by trying to go faster and to stay busy and to keep doing things does not make my life better. I know that the only thing that can make my life better, and I believe everyone's life better, is to have a positive and secure spiritual connection to God. I do not always feel that I have a secure connection to God each and every day. I do not base everything on how I feel and think. I can only trust that I have a connection with God by having faith, and hope the spiritual light is reaching me in some ways that help me continue forward each and every day. I feel the pressures of darkness, and I feel the pressures of life, and I feel the pressures to keep on going, and I feel the pressures to try and be strong enough and feel strong enough and feel mentally and emotionally aware enough to keep going forward. I believe only God can give us everything we need in a world full of continuous demand and darkness. I will always continue to hope and pray because I feel it is necessary, and think it is necessary to stay open to all the possible blessings from God.